Andy Dalton, Bengals quarterback here on the Rich Eisen Show. Let's talk about your foundation and your trip to Buffalo this preseason, and you getting a standing ovation from the fans there. That I'm sure part was, again, still the fact that your touchdown pass to Tyler Boyd eliminated the Ravens and was the help that the Bills needed to make the playoffs last year. But it seemed to me that it was a standing ovation for you, and you back at them for the money that was raised, just the outpouring of love you received from Bills fans. I'm wondering where you stood on that ovation there, Andy.
Yeah, it's such a crazy story. The fact that I threw a touchdown pass that knocked off the Ravens. That's what we were thinking at that point. Okay, well, now the Ravens aren't making it. We weren't thinking anything about Buffalo. Okay, Buffalo's in. Then next thing you know, someone donates to my foundation from Buffalo saying thank you, and $450,000 later, over 15,000 donors. I mean, it's so crazy. So for my wife and I, we felt like it's our duty to give back to Buffalo. So it was cool how it all aligned. God kind of had it all planned out that he was going to give us a preseason game in Buffalo, so it made it so it wasn't a regular season game. So it made it a whole lot easier to do everything that we did. We went and made a donation to the hospital, and then to walk on the field in a opposing stadium and get a standing ovation is not something that happens often. And so it's pretty crazy, pretty surreal, and it was definitely a cool and special moment that just how thankful those fans were that we got them in the playoffs. But for us, we were so thankful for all the money that they were able to give to our foundation, because we're going to be able to help so many children and their families with it.
Yeah, the Roswell Park Cancer Center Angel Fund was the recipient of the dollars in Western New York there, and you visited the center the day before the preseason game, correct?
Correct. Yeah, I didn't think that I was going to be able to go. And it was actually the day of the game, and so I had a little time in the morning. The day of, yeah. So again, it was good that it was a preseason game,
sure,
because things were a little more relaxed. But I was able to go that morning. I didn't think I was going to be able to, but our schedule worked out where I was able to make it over there for a little bit and just to make the donation and just to say thank you for all the money that they gave to us.
It's just, you're right. It is an amazing story. And again, the ovation, I think, was just everybody kind of giving everybody a round of applause. That obviously it meant something football wise, but lives were changed through that. That somebody thought, let's make something special for Andy Dalton and his family through the foundation. I love that, Andy. You can't make that up.
Yeah, I think it just shows the power of sports and how many people it can impact, and especially when you use it for good, it can make an impact on so many people. And so, I think it's, like I said, it's a crazy story, awesome story. It's one of those things that you never think is going to happen to you. It's one of those stories that you see and it's like, oh man, that's awesome, but never think it's going to happen to you. And so we just happen to be on the receiving end of it.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.